of the things that I love about United Way is the fact that they don't just give the agency the money and then go on their merry way. They are partnering with those agencies all year long. They're looking for ways for these agencies to work together. They're finding ways for two agencies that may have similar interests in working in a project that may be a little niche thing that the community needs that one single agency can't provide, but together they can. They do consulting, they provide assistance, they find volunteers. I know, I've been recruited for boards at United Way agencies before by Cliff at the United Way. They really do more than just give them money, they help them. I didn't think much of it when I started allocations. It is one of the favorite things I do volunteer-wise every year. Not only do I get to work with a lot of people in the community, it really gives me an opportunity to see the agencies, to see another side of Fort Myers that I don't always get to see. And what's most eye-opening is that a lot of times these agencies are helping people that is not who you think is going to be helped. They're not just helping someone who doesn't have a job or doesn't have food, or there are also people that you would never think need help. Could be your coworker, and you don't know that they're getting assistance from an agency, from United Way. They really reach into almost, I would say, every social service in this county. Whether you give $1 or you give $1,000, every amount helps. I started giving $2 a paycheck. That's all I gave. I couldn't afford to do more, and I thought, well, I'll just $2. I won't notice that. It grew. Every year I put in a little bit more. I went to 2 to 3 to 5, and I reached the point now where after being in allocations, I'm a leadership giver because I truly, truly believe in what United Way is doing.
So I have a son, Colton. He's 5 years old. When he was a year old, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Unfortunately, when he was a year old, the doctors weren't able to let us know, how developmentally he was going to be behind, whether, physically, mentally. It was just kind of a whirlwind from that point on, trying to find doctors and trying to find a physical therapist and an occupational therapist and eventually a speech therapist as well. It was really important for us to find the right daycare for him as well, because I was in school full time. I was also working, so I really needed to find a daycare where I felt comfortable with him being there, full time. So I started him off at a regular daycare when he was about a year old, and there was no special needs therapy or any sort of background with the daycare I sent him to, and it just wasn't a good fit for him. When he turned 3 years old, I actually had heard about the Fiddlers program, which is it's through the school district, and they had us tour a couple different schools after evaluating him. And the second I walked into Impact, I knew that that's absolutely where he belonged. It's a small school, a couple teachers. They have therapists. They have a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, and a speech therapist that come through once a week and work with them on an individual basis. And he has goals that he has set for himself and through the therapist and through the school. And I meet with them once a semester, and we kind of go over these goals. And it's just an absolutely amazing school. I can't say enough about it. And without the United Way's help, I don't know if they would be able to do everything they do for these children. When I first heard about United Way, I thought that it was just helping the financially needy. And I didn't know that they actually did special needs as well. They helped out with those programs, and just the fact that they not only help out special needs but children with special needs. I can't even express in words how amazing it is and how fortunate I am to have found that school and have United Way support them the way they do.